The Roz and Mocha Show. KiSS 92.5.
How are you?
I'm great.
I have to congratulate you. This movie was absolutely phenomenal. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Now, okay, let's dive right in. You know, in part of the movie, there was a sort of reluctance to say the words Superman.
Oh, yeah.
That sort of, why was that? Why
Well,
was
it's all
there
about like,
reluctance?
well, it's all about like, you know, it's not really reluctance. It's us. For me, anyway, it's me. I wanted to give the right reverence to the word, to Superman as a concept. And it can't just be the thing that happens immediately. It's got to be earned. And I thought it was cool to have Lois be, in a weird way, the one that invents the idea. You know, because like, where does Superman come from? Who coined that phrase? How does that happen? So like Lois sort of starts the idea, and then.
Yeah, but the guy that got it was our good friend David Petkow from Flashpoint.
Right.
Here. I'm like,
By the way,
David.
absolutely. By the way, and did a great. By the way, think about it. Okay, so thanks for coming in. Here's your job today.
Yeah.
You have to say.
You get the line.
You have to say Superman.
Yeah.
That's what they call him, sir, Superman. And he just the perfect amount of not being impressed by the word, but also still sort of understanding significance, but also
the second biggest
there's
line
stuff
in
going
the
on.
movie.
Oh yeah,
There's
no.
a lot of pressure.
He killed that line, by the way, killed it, crushed.
I'll
We
let
were
him
on the
know.
set. I was like, that's it right there.
I'll let him know.
You should, absolutely. No, I was super. I couldn't have been happier with that.
I think I figured out your formula, though, with the amazing movies that you do. Shirtless, hot men. It's always a winner,
You know what? It seems to work out.
right? Is
Yeah.
That the formula?
It's
I
not
figured it out.
anything
It's
I've
like the
written
caramel
down,
secret.
but it's because you can't do naked hot women because it limits your demographic. But men, I guess they can have their
That's a whole
shirts
nother
off.
movie,
Yeah,
Superwoman.
yeah.
Maybe that's next.
Wow, but keep the shirt on.
Now, the guy that is playing Henry, that is playing Superman, Man of Steel in this, I'm just reading now, is rumored to be Christian Grey in the 50 Shades movie. Would that be a good casting?
I think it'd be great for the 50 Shades movie. Actually, he'd be really good for it.
Yeah?
That'd be interesting. It's good for him too.
Well, there's so many rumored, but he'd be probably one of the best then, maybe. Good-looking guy.
Yeah, certainly. You know, he's okay. He's all right looking, I guess. If you're into that.
Are you worried about the geek community with this? Because, I mean, when you're doing a movie like this, there's probably, you have to be very, very accurate and make sure that, you're pleasing to that
Yeah, I pretty much use myself as a benchmark. If I call bullshit on it, it's probably not cool. If I think it's all right, it's probably okay. Not 100% all the time, but I do okay with my, with my average, I think, with that stuff.
And so, I mean, have you done test sort of screenings, and is everybody, like, they're loving this movie?
Yeah. I mean, look, we really just try to make the best movie we can.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's elements, of course, of Superman that we have to make sure are all right.
Yeah.
We're really just trying to make the best motion picture experience, and that's really what we were aiming for. And I'm really happy with the movie. I really enjoy it.
The cool thing with this one, with Man of Steel,
Mm-hmm.
is if you haven't seen sort of other films in the same sort of genre, you could dive into this.
100%.
and love it.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
it's
100. My dad, that's the thing. Like I was like my dad, who's he likes movies, but and he's not a big fan of comic books. Like he's just like, this is the greatest movie ever. And then also some young fanboyish like comic book fanatic still also has that same reaction. It's kind of fun to see the two of those two worlds like colliding, because let's face it, Superman is like a pop culture icon that is transcendent. Like he's like, it doesn't get any more pop culture. So it's, in a weird way, it's not dork exclusive. It's kind of for everyone, but also has those elements in it. It's interesting.
Which makes it a great date flick, right?
Nice.
So you can go as the geek guy.
You can dork out, and your
Yeah,
girlfriend's
yeah.
just like, wow, this is cool. Like,
Question, is there anything in the film that maybe plays homage to the character and to, Superman in the past and stuff?
in other films or in the
films,
comic books?
The comic book, like
Well,
pay homage.
it's all over the comic books. Just with Krypton and Jor-El and the how and why of the launch and the Council of Five and just on and on. Like even the cracked moon is there if you look for it. All that stuff's there. So there are there's Easter eggs if you're looking. So yeah, I mean, and as far as the movies go, there's subtle things I think in the performances that Because, for instance, the Donner film is so in the vernacular, even for these actors that weren't even trying to do, that we weren't consciously, I didn't say, hey, do it like the Richard Donner movie, but there's little things that happen where just, I think it's in the way people think, so it happens.
I have to ask you this quickly. What is your kryptonite?
Yeah, we were talking about that, my kryptonite. I said not working, but...
Mine's popcorn.
Popcorn!
Mine's easy, it's popcorn.
Throw popcorn.
Not working. Dude, thank you so much.
Awesome.
Amazing film.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I hope to see you again.
Okay, awesome.
The Roz and Mocha Show. KiSS 92.5.